Hey guys, how's it going? So today we're going to do something a little different. We're going to take a break from the normal fabrication videos that we shoot in the garage, and we're going to go in search of a car. The car is one that we found online and one that my buddy's known about for a while. We've seen some pictures of it floating around, and from the looks of it, it appears to be an E30 M3. Something that I love those cars and would own them all if I possibly could. But we've done a little digging, found a phone number for the owner, and contacted him, and he does still have the car, and it's been sitting for quite a while, and told us to come take a look at it and make him an offer that he would be interested in selling it. So we're going to go take a look and see what we can come up with. Now, one thing that's kind of interesting is, from the pictures, again, it looks like an E30 M3, but from talking to the owner, it is a 318, 1984 318 to be exact. And so I'm interested to take a peek and learn some more about it and see what we've got going on. Now, it's about a 10-11 hour drive to get there. So we're going to drive halfway through the night, stop off at some family's house, and then wake up early in the morning, do a little maintenance to the truck, and then hook up the trailer and head on over and take a look at the car and see if we can't work a deal. So yeah, let's get going. Time to get fuel for the old girl. It's thirsty. Oh, I gotta say, for 232,000 miles, she still gets about 18 miles a gallon. Alright guys, so it's pretty late. Just made it to my parents' house. Gonna go in and catch some Z's. We'll see you in the morning. Gonna be doing a little maintenance on the truck here. I need to replace the fuel filter and the transmission spin-on filter. I also need to change my oil, but that'll have to wait till a little bit later. I just realized I don't have an oil filter and I don't have enough oil for it. So I'll get that up when I get back from the trip. So it's day 2 of our adventure to go look at this BMW. Supposed to go yesterday and was working on my truck, and what should have taken 30 to 45 minutes ended up taking 8 hours. I had to replace the fuel filter head for the primer. Couldn't get it to prime after I changed the fuel filter on it. So went to the Chevy dealership and just bit the bullet and bought a new one. But yeah, got a little bit of a drive ahead of me, so let's go ahead and get on the road. So one of the things I realized when editing this video is that I lost a bunch of the footage of the trip. I lost all the footage driving to the car on the second day, and I lost all the footage of a little walk around I had done about the car. Now if you guys remember, earlier in the video I mentioned that the car was supposedly a 1984 318 according to the owner. But from the pictures it looked like an M3. So I was really excited to get there and take a look at it, and you know, part of the footage was walking around it and showing you guys the car to see what you think. From the road, the car was definitely an M3. It had all the correct body lines, 5-lug suspension, you know, fenders, doors, all of it matched as an M3. Went up, knocked on the owner's door, and super nice guy. Actually ended up sitting there talking to him for about 45 minutes to an hour before we even walked over to the car to take a look at it. Once I got over to the car, I could tell that a lot of the details seemed to be correct for an M3. You know, if someone's building a replica, I can't imagine someone going through this level of detail to build a replica. I was asking the owner about it, and he said that he bought the car back in the early 2000s. He bought it from a friend, and he bought it because he liked it. He said it was a cool looking car. He said it was fast, and he just enjoyed it, and that's why he bought it. He said that his buddy had told him it was a kit car, that it was a 1984 318, and that they had put all the panels on it. Got the paperwork from him, and the VIN number matched the VIN number that was stamped on the cowling just below the windshield. It matched the door jamb, the sticker that's in the B-pillar on the driver's side, and it matched the VIN plate that was on the dashboard. So with being satisfied that the paperwork was at least correct for the car, made him an offer and loaded up the car and headed back home. gotta be in the middle, don't you? Alright, well be sure to like and subscribe to videos if you want to see more. So as Robert would say, smash the like button, squish it, do it, and be sure to turn on the notifications.